Welcome to Lockie Creations, where I feature my fabulous crafty life. Hello, welcome to Lockie Creations, or welcome back. Today I am doing my weekly spread for the week of March 10th through the 16th, and I'm doing a strawberry theme. So last week I did this blue and pink theme, but on Saturday I went to the Strawberry Festival. And so I was inspired by that this week to do a strawberry themed layout. So I'm going to use some cardstock from Park Lane that I got from, I think this was a Joann's paper pack, and this is actually a cardstock pack, as well as these stickers that I got from Dollar Tree that has these strawberries. I've been looking for Dollar Tree stickers, and these cardstocks, which comes from this bold summer pack, are very pretty. They are very bold and vibrant in color, but this is cardstock, but that's okay. I'm going to be incorporating this cardstock into my planner / journal for the week. So there's a couple pages within this pack that has strawberry themes, and I was trying to decide which ones I wanted to use, but I ultimately went with this one that has the pink stripes and the red strawberries, and the other one that I just had a while ago. So I'm just going to trim down a small little piece of this paper with the intentions to use in the spine. I cut that just a little bit short of the size, about 1/2 inch short. So ironically, it's the perfect size, that 1.5 inches for the boxes. So I'm going to use some of that strip for the boxes. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 inches for my spine of this very pretty bold pink and red strawberry paper. And this one still was maybe like 1/10 of an inch too wide, but that's okay. I'm just gonna glue it down, and then I will trim it to the right size here momentarily. I wanted to just cover the perimeters of the sides and the bottoms in these two coordinating cardstocks. So that's why you see me here gluing that down in that side panel. And I'm also going to add some at the bottom. I really like those strawberries. That paper is really, really pretty. It is heavier because it's a cardstock, but that's okay. Now here, I wanted to use this little strip of paper that I had left over along the bottom. And so I wanted that strawberry to be almost like it's seamless with the strawberry on the side spine. So I had to kind of doctor it up a little bit, and I couldn't grab a ruler right then and there, so I'm going to try to kind of freehand. First I was going to use my gyro cut just to trim that little bit extra that I went over the box, but ultimately I'm going to use my X-Acto knife and just lightly press so that I can lift up that extra cardstock. Now I realize that the cardstock is going to add bulk to my planner, but that's okay. I like the bulk. I am a scrapbooker by heart, so I like using elements of scrapbooking and scrapbook paper and cardstock in my journals / planners. So they tend to get a little bit bulky, which is usually why I can only use a planner for 6 months at a time. Okay, so I've covered that bottom. I'm not going to cover the part where the hole is, just because because it's so thick, I don't want to have to repunch that hole. So I decided to go with the coordinating pattern on the right hand side. So I'm going to trim about 1/2 inch here of the striped strawberry paper to go along that spine on the right hand side, and I'm going to glue that down and then trim it to the appropriate size. And I'm just trim that off with my X-Acto knife. Then I am going to, again, my measuring was off today. I don't know what was going on with my measuring, but I tried to measure the right length and the right height for this little part at the bottom, but I still came up just a wee bit short, but that's okay. I'm going to make it work. And so, yep, see, it's a little bit short, but that's okay. I'm going to make it work still. So now I'm just going to trim that little strip down and glue it across the bottom. So now I have kind of decorated my whole page, all of the perimeters of the bottoms and the sides with this beautiful strawberry cardstock. And again, I just pretty much framed that. I'm not going to do anything to the top because I don't want to have to go redate it. I do realize I covered up the March date, so I am going to later come back and print the March. So now I'm grabbing my little this Happy Planner punch that is the size of the boxes, and I'm going to just punch out a few of these strawberries in the striped paper to just add in some of the boxes on my spread. And I like to do this just because it gives it a decorative element, and it's just the perfect size of those boxes. Now I was attempting to do a double box here, but again my measuring was off, so I made it a little bit too small, as you'll see here in a moment. So I'm gonna abandon that. Like, what? How did I get it the wrong size? And I measured it, but excuse me, somehow I still got it the wrong size, but that's okay because I didn't really like that double box anyway. So I am just going to trim that out and just make 2 more smaller boxes and keep it moving. Now I do have it a little bit taller than I need it, so I will trim the bottom, but I'm going to go ahead and glue 2 alternating shapes on the right side of the page as well as the left side of the page. So that's what you see me doing here. First I'm going to glue it on the left. Now, and I am just trimming that little bit off of that one little box that is a little too tall. And I'm gonna go ahead and glue the right side down. So I like using these just because it's eye-catching and it just kind of gives the theme of the spread without, making it too cluttered. So next I want to add some boxes, and I'm going with red here. So I'm using this sticker pack from Happy Planner. Actually, these are rung shaped boxes. Rung Rainbow Collection boxes. So I'm going to go ahead and add a few of those in a few of the boxes on the left and a few of the boxes on the right. And I think I'm going to add a total of 3 of these standard size boxes, and I still wanted to do something double on that Thursday Friday bottom box. I don't know why, but I thought that would be a good place to kind of do just a summary of the week, because at that point it's kind of mid to late in the week. So next I want to put a doll, but I don't have a doll that has red clothing that is kind of casual enough. So I'm going through these sticker books that I got from Shein. Next, I'm going to go through my little self-adhesive book where I just stick random stickers. And I couldn't really find the right doll with the right color and right size. So just going back and forth through these books to see, well, is there something in a neutral color that would go? And I couldn't find what I wanted within those books. And because I don't have any ink, I couldn't go on Etsy and buy a doll. So I'll come back to that later. So now I'm looking through my dates book to see if I have a March that I want to use. They don't have a lot of months. The months that they have are in silver or gold. So I decided I'm going to just make my own March title using my thermal printer. So I grabbed my phone there, and I'm going to go ahead and make a sticker that says March 2024. So I'm going to type in my March 2024, and I just realized as I did this, I put 2024 and it's 2025. So, yeah, I'm going to have to fix that. You won't see that in this video, but I totally put the wrong year. So ignore that. That will eventually become March 2025. So, anyway, yeah, I'm just go ahead and doctoring up my font, getting the font that I want using my hand lettering app. Then once I get that the way I want, I save it down, and then I go into my Tiny Print app to print that date out. Now, I'm all about using all the space on these sticker papers. So I wanted to go ahead and also add a quote, "Be very good," to play on the whole berry thing, right? So here I'm not going to do a fancy font or anything. I'm trying to use the font within the Tiny Print app for this thermal printer. I don't care for the lettering in that app, which is why I tend to use hand lettering app just to write stuff. Because as you can see, it's pretty finicky just with me trying to write that one little quote be very good. You got to have the right size, the right length. You don't get any fancy decorative font. It's just regular old font. But I didn't really care that much this time. So then I was trying to print it out, and my printer kept the paper was low, so I kind of had to go off camera there and switch the little paper roll. But I got it printed out. The berry part was a little mushed just because, again, my little roll was just not cooperating with me. But anyway, it works. It's good enough. So yeah, I have my March, and again, I have the wrong year. So disregard the 2024. I will remove that eventually. So yeah, I got my March up there, and now I am just trimming down that "Be Very Good" quote, and I didn't want it to be just like a rectangle. Whenever I'm writing words, I try to like fussy cut around the words just to make it a little bit more organic. So I ultimately decide to add that in that little space between Thursday and Friday. And that's cute. Now I'm going to grab one of these strawberry stickers that I got from Dollar Tree and just add that up there just to give it another strawberry, as if I need any more strawberries on this page. But one more strawberry won't hurt, right? So added that little berry there. So next I want to add some words, and I thought about, maybe I'll add a few other little small boxes to the top just for titles. So I'm going back in the Rainbow Collections book and looking for just some smaller boxes. And I decided I wanted some kind of tracker in that space on the left-hand side just to make it somewhat more functional. So I added in that red box, and I'm going to add in that little green sticker at the top of the play on the stem of the strawberry. And I'm going to add in this word feeling. So here I can do a feelings tracker for the week. Excuse me, in that slot. Okay, so going in and grabbing, I wanted to add just a little bit of pink since I had pink in the background and the whole berry thing. So I'm adding in a few of the pink small boxes in the bigger boxes just for a little title slot. And then I thought, well, let me add another green to the right-hand side since I have a green on the left-hand side. So I'm going to add a little green in that top box. I wanted to do something different in that box. First off, I was going to add that green. And I guess I could have if I had thought about it as strawberry, but I didn't want two greens close to each other. So ultimately, I'm going to grab something else for that. So I'm just looking through my book to see if there's another title. Then I saw this little strawberry cupcake I thought about using, and it was cute. It just did not go with anything. The cupcake liner was blue, and I don't have any blue. So I ultimately put that back. But I did add this little quote, "Life is sweet," on the left-hand side on that Tuesday slot. Okay, so I'm still going through this book looking for just other little stickers or anything relevant to the week or the theme. And next, I'm going to grab this. This is actually another book that I have that is from Vicki Boutin, an older sticker book. And so there's this little sticker that says "Love It." So I'm just going to add that little red "Love It" in under that box on Monday. And I like that. And liking the page so far, but just a few things I felt like it needed. So I'm going back, and here again I'm looking for a doll that has some either red or something neutral. I kind of like this doll with the jeans, but I thought she would go better with a different theme. So here I found this little lady that has on the white jeans and the white shirt, and I love how she's just flowing, and to me she looks like she's walking through a strawberry field. So I thought she would go great on this page. So I don't feel like I always have to put a whole bunch of dolls. Sometimes I don't have to put any, but I thought this one would go very nicely here. So I'm just going to put her in that little slot between Monday and Tuesday over that strawberry where it says "Life is Sweet," and I think that just flows very well. And just looking again to see if there's anything else I wanted to add here. I didn't find anything else in this book. So I wanted another tracker of some sort. And so I was just kind of pondering what else can I add. First I thought about putting something Sunday, then I thought about putting something at the bottom of that section on the left hand side, but then I didn't want to clutter that. I kind of like the strawberries. I want to keep the integrity of those strawberries there. So looking at some of these little trackers, and here I'm using this Happy Planner productivity sticker book, and I found this sticker that says home to do, so I can do a to-do list for things I need to do around the house. So I ultimately put that on the bottom of Tuesday. And I was going through, and I saw that little colorful one, a checkbox list, and I thought I would like that down at but I really didn't like it. Like, I would have put it maybe at the bottom of Sunday, but then I have a checklist in the middle, and I didn't need another sticker there. So ultimately I just took that up and didn't use it. I like this page style layout with the dot grid at the top, the checkbook in the middle, checkbox list in the middle, and then the blank at the bottom. But, it's a little prescriptive, so sometimes you just have to alternate your design, but that's okay. So all I'm doing now is with my little Happy Planner guide stencil, I'm just adding some lines and the little circles for my tracker for the week. And here you go. Here you have it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And as always, be blessed.